Hi, guys. Welcome to the energy update for Monday, February 5th, 2024. I apologize for the state, the way that I look. This is what happens when Saturn is opposite your sun and square your moon all at the same time. Yay. No, but really, like, um, I just don't want to put a lot of effort into some things right now. And I think that that showing the true, like, this is me genuinely, right? Like, this is me being me, is a really big theme for me this year, and not hiding behind, like, something, right? And I know that's really stupid. Like, you can tell I just got out of the shower. Like, I haven't done anything with my hair. And I don't even brush my hair until it fully dries, because you can break your ends. Here's a little tip for those of you who have long hair, just one in general. If you wait until your hair fully dries, the ends don't break as much. So wait until your hair fully dries before you comb through it or brush through it, and the ends won't, like, you won't have as many split ends. Your ends stay healthier longer. Just a little tip there. People wonder why I really had to learn how to take care of my hair. I wasn't taught how to take care of my hair, and I used to have a lot more, believe it or not, than I do now. So anyway, not about me. Kind of about me, actually. It's my lunar return on Monday. So Monday, we're really ruled by Chiron on Monday. There's a lot of Chiron energy going on. And I want to talk about that a little bit. We even start the day with the Sagittarius Moon. Actually, Sunday, the day that I'm doing this, today is my lunar return, not Monday. But so the moon is sextile the sun here, and the moon will be trine Chiron just as we're waking up on Monday. And then the moon will trine the North Node and sextile the South Node, and then the moon will square Neptune later on in the day. And during all of that, and I wanted to show you that the Sag moon just beginning the day will have contact with Chiron, that trine to Chiron. So there's already an emotional beginning to Monday. And then we have Venus square Chiron, and we have the sun sextile Chiron. So we have Venus here in Capricorn, 16 degrees, square Chiron, 16 degrees, and then we have the sun here. And it's all really literally happening. The moon, Venus, and the sun, it's all happening at the same time to Chiron. So we're waking up to a really emotional day. So Chiron in Aries began its transit in Aries in 2018, and kind of like bounced back and forth between Pisces and Aries, and will be, I believe, in Aries until 2026. And then we will move on to Chiron in Taurus. Chiron will bounce back and forth between Aries and Taurus, I believe. I haven't looked that far down quite yet, but I'll get those exacts for you one of these days, especially because we're going to be talking about Chiron a lot this year. We're going to be talking about Chiron quite a bit this year. So Aries and Chiron is really helping you to gain strength and independence and autonomy over yourself. Really taking accountability for those wounds that you, even if you didn't create, they're there still. They were created somehow, and it is our job, in order for us to not create wounds into other people, right? If we don't want to continue the cycle and create those wounds, those traumas in other people by acting out because of traumas that were created inside of us, we process, right? And, in our natal charts, Chiron represents a core wound inside of us that we process through life, and we heal through life, through whatever your sign and house that Chiron is in, what you know, whatever those themes entail for you, and you become stronger and more resilient, and you are able to see the gifts. You see the gifts of those traumas and wounds that you. I know it sounds a little ass backwards and kind of frustrating and annoying in a lot of ways, right? But so Chiron's beginning this week, and this week we're leading up to the Aquarius new moon, and the Aquarius new moon is going to be sparking a lot of change, and just things are shifting right now. And so the Aquarius new moon may even feel like a full moon to a lot of people, or this week leading up to it may also feel sort of very full moonish as we're leading up to it, with the possibilities of change, and really how you're responding to the way things are happening and the way things are changing. It's going to be a big deal how you're doing that. So we're waking up in this kind of emotional triangle between the moon, the sun, and Chiron. You know, and this is an opportunity for us to see beyond ourselves, to get over ourselves, right? A lot of learning who we are at a core level is getting over the person we've created. I hope that makes sense, because and really it's not just the person that we created, it's the person that the world created. It's the person that our parents created. It's the person that our socioeconomic status created. It's the person that the labels created our entire lives. And so now is that time for us to work on ourselves and work on our emotional states and our emotional status. And we even have, you know, with Venus even here, right? Square, we even have Venus square Chiron, same, you know, happening all at the same time. Sun trine the South Node. And this, you know, later on in the day, the sun will trine the South Node, moving further. So a lot of, I feel like Monday will show up with a lot of emotions, and we'll also watch Mercury conjoin Pluto in Aquarius after ingressing Aquarius. So we'll see Mercury ingress Aquarius around mid-morning, almost like afternoon for Eastern time. Mid-morning, I'm in Mountain time. And you know, this could cause a lot of intense conversations to be had. I feel like Mercury conjunct Pluto in Aquarius is an awesome and excellent time to think of innovative ways to change your life and to make plans for that change and transformation. Like, how do I want my life to look different? What are the things that I want to do to make my life look different? And how is my life looking different impacting the world? You know, there's this opportunity for us to create change in our very own lives right now, you know, and transform and transmute. A lot of times, you know, we have a lot of really intense thoughts. So this could be a lot of inner battles happening on Monday with a lot of us too. If you're, you know, especially because Aquarius, that energy is so detached. You know, Mercury in Aquarius, Mercury will be in Aquarius until February 23rd. And Mercury in Aquarius is extremely intelligent and really detached from the thinking process, because it's more of like a cosmic consciousness type of thinking. Like, it's not, you know, it's far beyond this third dimensional reality and this third dimensional world where we're all walking in. Mercury in Aquarius is a lot like Mercury in Sagittarius, where they think beyond what we can see, feel, and hear and touch and stuff. It's very much beyond, right? They're tapped into something much different. They witness life from a cosmic consciousness point of view, and it's a really beautiful point of view. And so it's a really big healing kind of day, and you might find that you're having really intense conversations. You might find you're having some karmic conversations that are very, very healing, and they're opening up spaces in order for you to move forward on your journey from here on. You know, that's where I see astrology playing out in my life, is where, you know, the energy is set, you know, in a certain way where it's, you know, asking me to take this action, take this kind of action. And, you know, the energy is primed, like the energy is primed right now for you to take action on some of those things in your life that you just know that it's time for you to upgrade, right? Like it's really just time for an upgrade. And sometimes we got to destroy stuff before an upgrade can happen. Sometimes things got to be destroyed. And so we plan. And it could be a very intense day, and this could be a day where the talking or the, you know, the communication levels are really, really intense. And you may find that you want to stay away from certain places like the internet or, you know, social media. You may not want to get into heated conversations at the office per se on a Monday. You know, it's just one of those days. So what we're also going to see, I know there's so much happening this beginning on Monday of this week, on Monday alone. With each of these personal planets, Mercury, and then next will be Mars, and then next will be Venus. This is really an initiation that Pluto is having into Aquarius. We didn't have this last year, and we're not going to have it when Pluto ingresses Aquarius again later on this year, in, you know, November. So we have sort of this initiation to the next 20-year Plutonian cycle as we have Mercury. And Mercury's sort of charging, you know, he's in the lead right now, right? He's in charge of this kind of progression. And so whatever conversations are happening right now, and with this Mercury conjunct Pluto, and whatever things that are taking place in your life, you may find that there's sort of this domino effect where, you know, whatever it is that you're speaking into existence right now, or whatever it is that you're, you know, thinking or being really innovative with or connecting with on an unconscious level, even, you can take action on when Mars connects with Pluto. Mars conjunct Pluto is you know, we're going to talk about it more in a few days, just in a few days, and when we get across that threshold, it's going to be about a week, actually. We're going to get across that threshold, but the closer we get, the more tension we're going to feel. These are two aggressors that are going to be kind of, you know, they're just one-on-one, like right on top of the other, right? And you know, Pluto always has the upper hand. Pluto always has the upper hand with Mars, you know. And then we'll lead through with Venus and the themes of Venus, of how we're feeling about the actions that we've taken. That Mars conjunct Pluto can create a lot of explosive, angry actions that we regret later, right? But, you know, maybe we don't regret later. Maybe that it's a truth that we weren't necessarily saying, or we were holding on to, and it just needed to come out. And in order for changes and transmutation in our lives, because Mars conjunct Pluto is massive alchemizing. It's alchemizing at its highest, right? And it's action and responsibility and accountability and just all the transmuting of energies and emotion. And then the Venus themes. And so as we go along, we'll talk a little bit more about that, but Mercury is really leading the charge with this. So pay attention to how you're starting your week. Pay attention to how you are interacting with individuals when you are irritated or when things are not going your way. Pay attention, because it is all about your response. It is all about your response in this world. On, you know, that's, and success really relies on response, right? I mean, you know, nobody in life is going to want to work with people who are just constantly angry all the time, right? And there's a lot of anger going on right now. There's a lot of anger going on right now. Not a lot of successes are happening. There's a lot of anger going on. Maybe some people are having success with things, but there's a lot happening. So the transmutation of energy is not unheard of when there's a lot happening and things need to change. So yeah, the Sag moon will square Neptune later on in the evening as we're heading off to dreamland. So you could have some really interesting floaty dreams. I would pay attention to your dreams Monday night for sure, in a really big way, especially because of that Pluto and Mercury conjunction as well. And then the moon will be void overnight through Sagittarius. So, oh wow, I did not realize the sun was like right on me there. Here we are. It's that time of day. We're going to get an oracle card from the Sacred Traveler. Oh, nice. Okay. Navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. So even though this is a really intense time, and you know, it's funny, I did a reading for someone yesterday, and we talked about the word intense and how it can often sound like a negative word. Like intense can really sound like a negative word. And it's true. But, and that's really a perspective, right? Because, you know, frustrations and challenges are, or frustrations and limitations are challenges to get us to our potential, right? Like all of those frustrations that we have, all of that intensity and transmutation is allowing for our growth and evolution. And growth and evolution did not happen easily, right? So navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. I am reminded by people who love me very dearly to drop into my heart space, to feel it from my heart often, because I can overthink just about any topic you can give me. I'm quite an overthinker. So navigating by the stars, because right now the things that you're doing may not make sense. Right now you may feel like there aren't a lot of answers. There's not, you know, there's like no doors are opening or no things are happening. Wow, the sun is like really intense right now. I'm going to change it when the video's over. We're going to get rid of that. But even though it's, you know, sort of like having the moon card, right? Like you don't really know where you're going because it's dark out and you're only really being guided by you know, not this bright of a light, not this bright of a light. So following your heart, you know, like you don't have to think about where you're going. You have to feel where you're going. And I think that that's a wonderful thing for Monday. I think that's a wonderful thing, because I think that there's going to be some kind of, you know, feels like it's going to be a pretty intense day emotionally. We have this Fool hoodie available on the Love and Science One website. The link is in the description box below. And we also have these mugs available as well. If you guys didn't have a chance to watch the video, I am moving to New York for treatment. And it'll be in the next couple of months. We're going to be doing some fundraising and stuff like that, but you can also help by, you know, getting any of the cool merchandise that's on our website. You can get any readings from me. You know, I'm going to keep my calendar open as much as I possibly can, but there's a lot happening right now. So I appreciate every ounce of support that has already been sent my way. And I'm really excited for this next part. I hope that it's not a dead end like Colorado was, because like I love Colorado. Colorado will always feel like a second home to me. But I'm just really disappointed in what happened here medically. So yeah, we're moving forward, moving ahead, trying again, going somewhere else. So I've got the foundation. If you would like to donate, you can donate there. This is going to take a lot. This is going to take so much. And I'm really just kind of being guided by faith. Follow your bliss, right? Being guided by faith right now. And I just, anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. See you later.